Lexapro. What, do you got my medical records or something? Why are you watching videos of me and my girlfriend? What does she got to do with it? Yeah, let me bring my girlfriend into this for you. Sure, yeah, come on over. Fuck my girlfriend's titties. Sure, man, that's all you. Don't you have any fucking brains? This is about me. It's always about me. Don't you leave my innocent people the fuck out of it. Haven't you done enough damage? No, Lexapro doesn't work. It breaks your dick like everything else. Why would I want to take that? What's that, an antidepressant and an antipsychotic? Yeah, that's a good idea. The best idea is not to take any of that shit. That's the best idea, is to just nod your head and tell the doctor, yeah, that's good. It's good shit. I like that. I feel great. You taking it? Yeah, I'm taking it all. Sure. Yeah. Every loving inch of it. Yeah. I took that for a week and it made cigarettes taste like shit. It did weird shit. It did really weird shit. It made cigarettes taste disgusting. And like Naran, it made your urine smell fucking weird. Real weird. Yeah, and it also, it was hard to start taking a piss after a while, I remember. I would literally stand there. I remember one of the last times I had club dates with one band I was in. I remember being in the club's bathroom, and you don't want to be standing there forever. And I had to like stop and zip my cock back up, and then act like I pissed and flush the toilet because there was someone behind me. And I said, fuck it, I'm just going into the urinal because I couldn't get started. It was like an old man or something. And I went into and I had to, and it took me like it happened every time I took the shit. So I stopped taking it. I think I used to take 20 milligrams of it. It was a purple one, the Lexapro. And yeah, no, it wasn't good. And then people would ask me too, what are you doing in there? I can't. It would make you shake too. But yeah, the Lexapro, maybe in low doses. I don't know. I mean, my blues are so deep that there ain't no way out of it. Nothing's gonna help that. The only thing that will help it is this shit here disappearing. Treating me like a fucking celebrity and shit. What the fuck does my dick have to do with anything? But Lexapro was one of the better ones. Isn't that a chemical variant related to... It can't be related to Celexa. But it wasn't that bad. There was something about it that I liked. I forget what it was. Maybe it made you a little speedy, I think was if I could be mistaken with that one. But it made you a little bit speedy. It was one of the better ones. And after I got off Lexapro, I went down a spiraling path of other shit that was even worse. If I had to take Lexapro again, I would. If it was in a small dose. And you read my mind because I'm about to go upstairs. You got me cracking beers at fucking 10:30 in the morning. And now I'm thinking about dipping into the Zyprexa. Why do you want to do that to me? Why the fuck do you want to do that? Then I'm going to spend the next 3 days... And you got to understand, people, I can't use Zyprexa as like a Xanax or something. I can use it to sedate me, but then I have to wean myself off it. And if I don't wean myself off it, it will give me a psychotic episode because I took it 2 or 3 days ago. This ain't good for my mental health. And that's how I ended up gaining a whole shitload of weight, because once you start taking these antipsychotics, you can't stop. Meaning you can stop. It's easy to stop. They're not addictive, but you can't stop because it wreaks havoc on your mind. It'll tear your mind in two like a fucking sponge. I don't need to be drinking at 10:30 in the morning or fucking, or taking Zyprexa like that. But the Lexapro, Yeah. It is related to Celexa. Yeah, and there was another one too, but it's discontinued. I was taking it around the time I took Remeron or something. But the Lexapro, it wasn't bad. That was one of the ones I remember that. And I took that also, which was weird. I took the Lexapro with, I think it was Prozac. I don't think you're supposed to do that. But I did that. And I even think my second doctor gave me Lexapro. But you know, when you take these things, you could forget your creative edge. You can forget being an entertainer. You could forget being good company. You don't want to sit in a room with me while I'm on Zyprexa or something like that. That ain't no fun. I remember my friends would come over and visit, and they'd come over with two 12 packs or something. And I remember this, and we would sit there and they'd look at me and they would, I couldn't even stay awake. They're like, we're just going to head out. And I remember just thinking, wow, not really caring, but the part of me that was conscious was thinking, this ain't right. This ain't right at all. You know? I remember too, around that time, I used to have to go take naps while my friends would come visit and leave my friends with my girlfriend so I could go take a fucking nap. You know, the kind of psychotic that I am is easily controlled by my environment. I've learned to keep my impulses to myself and my my moods. I've been doing it since I was a kid. But when they sedate me, they give me everything. You know? But for some reason, I think Lexapro was, when I took that, it was a better time and it did something. I was on a cocktail then, but the Lexapro added to the Prozac and it added to the Adderall and it added to the Neurontin and it added to the Effexor. That was the chain I was on at the time. And then there was Provigil too on top of it. That's the kind of, and she would, or this doctor would give me doses like that. But that's funny you mentioned that, Lexapro. Haven't thought about that in years. I would take that again. It was very mild for some people, and for some other people, it would knock other mother. My friend took it too. He's schizophrenic. He had trials with that, and he took that, and it knocked him out of the fucking box. It did not go good for him. With me, it didn't do much. It just made things a little bit better. It was very mild. It's funny how these medications affect different psyches. But Lexapro, yeah, that's a good one. See, the new doctors, they're not prescribing shit like that anymore. They want to give you Vraylar or just some new weird shit. And it's like, come on, man. Give me some old time rock and roll that I at least know. And there was other ones too. I can't fucking think. But that's good, Lexapro. I'm gonna ask my doctor for that. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, in fact, I'm positive now. That's what it treats is depression and other things. Yeah, I can't do. I mean, I'm supposed to be on olanzapine, but it's too heavy. And these drugs, they really do. They just kill your personality. You become fucking useless and you become docile and you become easily controlled. So you gotta, I mean, when you take those drugs, it's important you have it's important that you live alone or you're in good company because people can surely take advantage of you when you're on those drugs. You don't give a fuck. I think it's best if we do this. You're like, I don't care. Where's cheesecake? Whatever. As long as I can get a cheesecake. That's my attitude on anti-psychs. I don't care what you do. Where's the TV and antipsychotics? Can I have a big fucking 5-gallon tub of vanilla yogurt? Just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. But that's a lot of these schizos, they get addicted to they do, because trust me, they get addicted to the dulling. Anything to make you stop talking, anything to make them stop talking, anything to take this this burning feeling out of my brain, and you get addicted to it. But Lexapro is nice. You could still live a life, and that was a good drug because I guess that was like in the 90s when they started combining antipsychotics with antidepressants. There's one that that I've been wanting to talk about for a while that I don't remember the name of it, but it really shred my psyche in two. It was something, they were given to females in the 90s. It was that type one. For psychosis. I'm trying to think of the fucking name. I'm always trying to think of it. I can't think of it. But that one there, that antipsychotic, whatever it is, really, I remember I'll never forget, it gave me psychotic episodes. It's the first time I heard voices is when I took this antipsychotic. It starts with a P. Paxil. Yeah, Paxil. I can't believe I remembered that. And the one after Paxil, not so much Paxil, but the one that came after, that's the one that made me go full blown tonic-clonic, fucking crazy. And it was scary. And the scary thing is, I got it wasn't even a real prescription. I got samples off a doctor, and I'll never forget it. And I said, I don't want to ever hear voices again. It's fucking scary.